Have you heard about the Imperial concubines in China? Did you know that they spent their entire lives merely as sex slaves? Their only purpose was to birth babies for the king and remain in their ownership, never in matrimony. The Chinese emperor, the most powerful man in the land, had thousands of ladies at his disposal at the imperial palace. The majority worked as maids and slaves, while a small numbers were served as concubines, whose only functions were to have as many children as the emperor will father for him to secure a viable successor. Join me as I tell you more about this tradition that passed down through dynasties in China. Deep-rooted history. Concubinage has a long history in China. Throughout the dynasties, concubines lived in close quarters with emperors, but they weren't legally married and they had no claim to the emperor's throne. An emperor was free to have as many or as few concubines as he liked, with the main objective of procreating a large number of offspring for him. Parents typically agree, since concubines were recruited from low-income families, believing that their daughters will have a better life inside the palace. But during the Qing era, emperors took concubines from more well-to-do aristocratic families. They had few options, even if many parents didn't choose this route for their daughters. The ideal concubine was thought to be upright, submissive, and attentive to her emperor. If a girl was selected, she entered the forbidden city between the age of 13 and 16 and began an absurd existence inside the city walls, rarely returning to her family. In pre-modern China, having a more than one wife at once was both unlawful and socially unacceptable, but having concubines was allowed. According to the earliest records, a man was allowed to have as many concubines as he could afford. According to historical accounts, concubines would be buried alive beside their masters to keep them company in the afterlife. And get this, up until the Song dynasty, elevating a concubine to the status of wife was regarded as a social sin. The standing of concubine improved under the Qing era. If the first wife had passed away and the concubine was the mother of the only surviving sons, it was then acceptable to elevate the concubine to the status of wife.